guys, I got a special treat for you. I am heading over to my local fish store and I'm going to pick up some African cichlids for my 200-gallon tank that you've seen in my last video. Now, the aggression level has spiked ever since I've set up that tank. Now, I just wanted to add a few more fish and make it look a bit nicer than it does right now. So, I'm heading over to PetSmart. Yes, I know PetSmart. From there, I'll try to show you guys a little bit of what I'm going to get, but we'll just see what happens with that, because some stores do not allow you to videotape, so I'm going to have to sneak it, and just stay tuned and check it out. Okay guys, I am right outside PetSmart. I am about to go inside and check out whatever they have. Hopefully they have something good, because the things that I do like about these stores is you never know what they're gonna have, so it's pretty much like gambling. But hold on real quick. Okay, so we're gonna go inside and we are going to check and see. Let's do it. Okay guys, like I said, gotta be very, very discreet, so I probably won't be able to say much or show you close-ups or anything, but give you a general idea. Okay guys, unfortunately there was too many employees around the fish area, but I was able to get something very, very good for very cheap. It is a Aqueon aquarium water changer. It's a 25 foot. And let me switch the camera around for you. So, and they had it, the original price was $59.99, but they had it reduced to clearance. So all I paid for $23.16. So they didn't really have any other nice looking African cichlids, let alone that many at all. All I seen was 5 peacocks and maybe 3 living stone eye. And I guess people have been clearing African cichlids out of that store, so we're gonna head over to a different area and go check out. So stay tuned. Do you know much about African cichlids, or?
A little bit. What do you want to know?
Well, for a 200-gallon tank, what would you stock it to the max?
Usually you want to do like every inch of fish, we say is equivalent to like 1 gallon.
Uh-huh.
So these guys can get about 6 inches big. You just kind of want to break that up into, you know, however many fish that is that you want. So, do you have, what was it, 300 gallons you said? Or
200.
200 gallons? 200, 6. Looking at about 33 of them.
33? Okay.
And that's a little, you know, even then you can kind of, that's a lot, but.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the fish that I have in my tank are still, they have quite a ways to go.
Yeah. Which one's you good?
4 of these, 2 of these. So I'm getting 4 peacocks, and then I'm gonna get 2 of the blue kenyais right there. Pretty decent size.
Let me get my other cart too, because it needs a lot of space. That'd be good. You want them all in one bag, or you're kind of separating?
How big of a bag do you have? That big?
Yeah, that'll be the large. Or we could break them into like 3 smaller, medium-sized ones.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I miss my koi fish.
You used to have a koi pond?
Yes, I built it myself.
Oh, no way?
Yeah. But the location it was in wasn't suitable for a pond. All the leaves kept falling in it, and string algae, and very hard to maintain. When I move to a better area, hopefully I can.
Do another one?
Yeah.
How long have you been keeping fish for?
About 2 years now.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's been about 8 months for African cichlids.
Oh, awesome.
Do you watch YouTube much, or?
Yeah, actually I do a lot. I'm a big reptile guy, so I like to watch a bunch of like reptile stuff.
I've done almost all my research and everything from this guy's YouTube channel is called KG Tropicals.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him, or?
I have not.
He is exclusively with African cichlids.
How long have you been doing YouTube for?
I'd say about 8 months.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
These guys are fun to catch.
They are. Well, you know what? We've got like eels here that we'll sell. And those guys are probably the hardest fish I've ever had to catch in my life.
The dinosaur birches or actual eels?
Yeah, they're the actual eels.
Oh, wow.
But we do have the dinosaurs too, and those guys are not fun.
I actually remember this was my very first tank that I bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Guess how much?
Oh. Okay, so Fluval FX6 I guess is on sale for 110, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up and set it up on my tank. Okay, so turns out it was in the wrong area. Someone placed it down here and it was supposed to be right here. So have to wait on that. Okay, and I'm gonna actually pick up some Omega-1 frozen cichlid formula. Pretty decent. Gonna give it a try and see what they think.
Write their numbers down. We'll have you on your way.
Alright. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what? What kind of cichlid is this guy right here?
That's gonna be one of those assorted Africans.
You don't know the species or?
Yeah, no, those guys are just, they put them like the broad spectrum of just like assorted Africans, so. We'll track down a marker real quick.
Okay. And about donations, would you guys take a jewel cichlid in?
So we don't take actually any animals in, unfortunately. If you want to donate animals, you have to call like Animal Rescue or Fish and Game. They'll also take donations or animals.
Okay guys, I just got my fish from PetSmart and I am happy with the results. Now I'm gonna have to get these guys home right away and acclimate them. So what I thought was pretty cool is the guy let me videotape him, and I hope you guys enjoyed that content, because a lot of places don't really allow you to videotape inside their store for I don't know how to explain it, but I just know how it goes. So I'll head back and continue with this video. Okay guys, I just barely got home. I had to stop and put in some gas real quick, but the fish are fine. Now I went through a little bit of trouble because when I got home, one of the bags that had my 2 Kenya in it had almost no water in it, so I had to get those fish and put them in a tank right away. But they seem to be doing fine, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is I'm going to be setting up a hospital tank as well, just in case my fish get any kind of diseases or sicknesses, or if it starts to break down in the aquarium. But bear with me here, this video is going to be the longest video I've ever done. Now, you guys will see a feeding, you guys will see a water change, you'll see, well actually let me take this out of my tripod right here. Let me see if I can show you my fish right now. Okay, so one of them are right down there in that corner. Seems to be doing alright. It's a little shy though. The other one This is the one I already had. The other one is right there. Not breathing heavily or anything like that. He's doing just fine, just exploring his new home. No one's picking on him yet. But these guys I have right here, they're acclimating, and I'll actually lift them up so you guys can get a better look. Two beautiful peacocks. Put them back in that water. And then right here. You guys are going to look very, very nice. And there's going to be way more movement in the aquarium now. So, let me actually put this back on my tripod, and then we'll get started. So, I have to have a couple vapes before I do anything, because that was a drive. The PetSmart location I went to is probably like close to 30 minutes to an hour, somewhere in between there, depending on traffic, and there was a lot of traffic because I went during rush hour. So what I have, or what I got, everything that I went and got today was under 80 bucks. A little bit under 80 bucks. Got my Aqueon 25 foot. It's backwards right now, but 25 foot water changer. Connects right to your sink. I know a little bit about those, so I'm going to have to read the instructions just so I get a better idea. And then I got some Omega 1 frozen cichlid formula like I showed you guys. And then a small bottle of Prime. Just to last me a little bit. Okay, let me take a couple of vapes, check on my fish, see how everyone's acting, and then we'll get right back to it. Yeah, they're not breathing heavily or anything like that, but they are sticking close together. When I first put them in, the Frontosas were kind of curious because they probably thought they were their own kind until recognized, but excuse me. Oh, let me go grab one thing real quick. Okay, so I still got some black aquarium sand that I'm going to use for my hospital tank. And since it's going to be a hospital tank, you know, it doesn't have to be really fancy. It's just a holding tank for whatever you're going to be using. You can even use it for a quarantine tank. I'm going to be putting this decoration in there, right in the center, so they have a place to go or somewhere to hide behind in case they get stressed. And then I'll turn a light on, or I'll put a light on it, and if I want to turn it on and monitor or whatever, I'm just going to have this tank running and sitting just in case anything happens to any of these fish in this tank. Now, by the time I'm done setting up my hospital tank, and this was the 20-gallon long that you've seen in my previous videos, I gotta clean it out and scrub it down. Now I'm not going to use any cleaning products because that would be kind of dumb, but I'm going to scrub it out, make sure there's no water lines, no calcium stains or anything like that, as well as my filters. And then I'll put sand in there. Now what I like to do to make the water almost not cloudy, but it's still going to be cloudy, because a long time ago I rinsed out the sand and I'm pretty sure it's going to be cloudy when I put the water in there and everything, but What I like to do is put a bag over the sand and then fill the water over the bag so it doesn't stir up the sand and all the dust flies around and everything. So, after I'm done cleaning this tank and all my equipment for it, I'll get right back to you. Okay guys, now that I've actually finished cleaning my equipment and the stains on my tank, give you a better look at it. There's a 20 gallon. I'm going to go ahead and put the sand in there right away. Probably enough sand. Spread it around, even it out a little bit. Now it's kind of heartbreaking I'm not really doing anything with this tank. Just a little bit. Or you know what, I might as well use the rest of it. There we go. And another thing I was thinking of while I was setting this sucker up is if my cichlids ever do decide to spawn, I can throw the fry in here and be able to keep my fry. That's originally what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. That's originally what I wanted to do while I was taking care of cichlids and whatnot. But, so I got all that on. Now I'm going to have to go get an extension because the outlet is on the far end of the wall and I don't have no outlets right here, so I'm going to have to plug it in over there and string it all the way over here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just went and plugged it in all the way from behind that lamp, and I actually got it right here. Pretty long extension. I think it was used for like a Christmas or something like that. But let's go ahead and start setting this up. So, I'll keep this right here. The decoration I forgot to put in there. Just gonna go right here. Kind of dig it into the gravel. I should have cleared an area for it on the glass. Alright, so it'll be like that, just simple, plain and simple. Now, what did I do with my box? I am so organized, I got so much going on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got some extra filters, but I'm only going to need one for now. So, set this aside right here. Now, I should have actually you know what? I can use this bag right here. So, let's open this sucker up. Okay guys, sorry about that. I just got a phone call I had to take care of real quick, but let me take a vape real quick. Well, give me 1 second. Okay, so I got the Aqueon water changer already hooked up, and as of right now, I already I'm about to fill my tank, so let me go ahead and turn this on and we'll get started. The water's a little too warm. Alright, as that fills up, the fish are doing just fine in here, and actually give you guys a better look of it filling up. It's my first time ever using a water changer. Seems to be working pretty good though. Yeah, but when I was over at PetSmart, I went and asked the guy, hey, do you think I'd be able to videotape you catching the fish and whatnot? And he's all like, yeah, sure. And he's like, I don't mind. That was pretty cool. It's actually filling up pretty well. I'm gonna have to set up my heater and my filter on this tank as soon as it's done filling, and then I'll start the cycling process. So I'll drop a few flakes in there, and then every 12 hours or so let it decompose and just get it started up. But yeah, the water's pretty much looking clear. That's pretty cool. Okay, the tank is just about full. So, say in another 10-20 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and turn off this water. Or maybe a little bit sooner than that. Let's see here. Alright, it's about time to turn off the water. Okay. Tank is full. I'm gonna go ahead and set this right over here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my filter, my heater, right to it. Let's take this bag out of here first. Alright. Let's set this bad boy in here. Kind of run my hand over this, get out all the bubbles. Don't want any of those. As food or fish waste decomposes, the bubbles, if they pop, can actually release ammonia into the tank. and that can really be toxic for the fish. So I'm just gotta make sure to get bubbles. Probably won't be able to get all of them, but try to get as much as I can. The filter will do the rest. So I got most of them. That side, let's just double check this side. Alright. I got most of them. So, they actually breed like that. And let's get this filter set up. Now I'm going to be using small pieces of flagstone just so I can get a biomedia before the water comes up through. Let's plug this bad boy in. Now, if you haven't noticed, this is the filter I was using. I was using 2 of them on my 50-gallon lowboy, and I took that down quite a while ago. So, make sure that cord is nice and snug, and then we'll go ahead and plug this puppy in. Alright, and there she's running. I might move that right there so the whole tank can be aerated. Surface agitation. And then we're going to add this sucker in there if I can figure out which way I had it. Let me see. I think it was. I cannot figure this out. Okay, this had to be the back side to it, so that should be. You know what? Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. Finally figured out how to get that attachment on. Let's put the lid on there, just like that. Filter is nice and ready. Now, let me get this heater and actually do that in the water until I figure out, you know what, won't really make a difference. Get it. Alright. Go ahead and put this bad boy in. And this is meant for a 20-gallon tank. So I'll have it right there in the corner. Get nothing wet here, especially the outlet cord. So the water temperature I will find out here in a little bit, but it's looking good, looking good. So let me give you guys a close-up. Currently, I do not have a lid for it, so I do not know how I'm going to keep my cats away from it, but I will figure something out. When there's a will, there is a way. So, I'm going to drop a little bit of prime in here. And then I will add the light as of right now. Go ahead and plug it in. Put it right behind the tank and it will sit. Oh, this one's a little big. So I'm going to have to use the smaller ones I got right here because I had this on the 50 gallon, which kind of made it a little difficult to hold. Let me see how I can do this. Cord. So okay. It won't be, or you know what? Let's see if I can't get it through here. I think I did one time. Yep. Okay. So, it'll be like that. Go ahead and plug this in. And she is ready. There we go. Just like that. So, let me see if I can't turn the light off real quick. Okay. So there's not a whole lot of light in there, but there's enough for me to see if I need to monitor my fish. Now I can still see over on this side over here on the left, but the camera doesn't want to seem to pick it up. But there it is, the 20-gallon hospital tank for my African cichlids. Okay, now that I have gotten my 20-gallon tank set up, it is time to release these fish into their new home. Now the bag should be way more time than that. I can't even talk right now. They should have way more time. Can't even talk. Okay. They should have had enough time to acclimate. So, freak you guys out. I am going to get this bucket. I still have a bit of water in it, which I need to go clean out. Let me go do that real quick. I'm going to take a little bit of aquarium water from my aquarium, put it in there so they have a little bit of water to work with. Get these off the grooves now. I don't think when I pour them from the bag into the aquarium they'll have enough water. Just so I can give you guys a little close-up. made that bag jump. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get these rubber bands off. Let me get a pair of scissors real quick. Very, very handy. So after I pour into the bag or the bucket, I will show you a little close-up. Kind of introduce them before I introduce them with a whole lot of others. All right. Let me give you guys a close-up. All right, so there they are. They're pretty good size. Compared to my hand, they're pretty good size. They look very, very curious. So, I don't like introducing water from a different aquarium into a new, new aquarium, my established aquarium, because you don't know what they can carry. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop them out, preferably one by one, and introduce them. So let's go ahead and do that. Get my trusty net, and we will be off. I'm going to get one of you guys at a time. Now it's not too good to keep a fish out of water for any period of time because they can carry stress with them for months. You'd be surprised. So I like to do it nice and quick and easy. In and out. Alright. So, I'm going to give them a couple minutes and let's see how they react. Alrighty, so they are all in there, and actually my bigger yellow one came out since I put more in there, which is he's probably trying to establish his territory, but as you can see, they're kind of running around chasing each other down there. Let me give you guys a closer look. Alright, so they're in there. There's my Kenyai swimming around there. That one's beautiful right there. There's the other new one I just got. Just being curious. There's Mr. Mufasa. But yeah, the tank looks like has a lot more activity in there. Definitely got that other one come out. The Jewel has his cave back. Let me get that water spots out of the way. They all seem to be happy, thriving. No heavy breathing or anything whatsoever. Normal swimming, normal behaviors. Okay guys, so all of them are in here. I'm gonna try to get them all to eat. I'll show you feeding just right now, but thank you all that have been sticking through this video so far. I know it's a long one, but hey, you gotta admit, it's a pretty good video. So, I picked up 4 peacocks, 2 Kenai cichlids, because my aggression level spiked and I found one of my electric blue Johannes getting torn up, and he didn't make it. So that's another reason why I set up a spare tank. And it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And I just had to learn the hard way. So thank you guys and enjoy this short break. Okay guys, so this is what I was talking about. Now, one of my peacocks that I barely put in there, he wasn't doing too well, so I noticed a little bit of excuse me. I noticed a little bit of heavy breathing, and he was just laying there. So that could be a number of things until I figure out what exactly is wrong with him. So I just went and put him into the isolation tank. Now there's going to be at least, I'd say, about a week to 2 weeks before the cycling process starts to happen. So right now I'm going to put in some aquarium salt to hopefully help him get better. But he's definitely moving around. Might look like he has ick, or that this might be bubbles. Maybe ick. So I'm going to also treat for ick as well and raise the temperature. But he is doing better, and he definitely wasn't moving around that much, but I'll give you guys a closer look. Yeah, so he's just kind of moving around and whatnot. You can't really see him on this side, but he's in here. Hopefully he'll be better after I medicate the tank. I just wanted to put him in here because, you know, the fish started picking on him, so I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do. But due to the difficulties, I'm going to have to, well, this really wasn't a short video, but I'm going to have to shorten it anyways. Showed you guys the feeding. I wasn't able to show you the water change because I got something else going on right now. But after I medicate the tank, I'll keep you guys updated and we'll just see where it goes from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yet again, thank you so much if you stayed with me through this whole entire video. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Any questions you guys have, anything that you want me to talk about, any subjects, feel free to ask. You can reach me at my Gmail, thecichliddream@gmail.com. And there's 2 D's, so the cichlid and then dream. There's no underscores, no caps, no nothing like that. But thank you guys so much, and this is Frankie with the Cichlid Dream, tuning out, and always remember, stay fishy.